Fred here, welcome back to the Gear Obsession channel. In this episode, we will be doing part 7 on my Saiga conversion series, so stay tuned. It's been about almost 2 years since I started doing since I purchased my Saiga and had converted it to a more conventional AK 47 or AK 100, or just conventional AK. So anyway, I had done a couple of things sort of between the part 6 and now this part 7, and what it is, I had taken off the green Tapco handguard and put this quad rail. Now this quad rail is made by Gun Tech. I got it for about, I don't know, $50-$60 on special. That's why I sort of purchased it, and it went on to the Saiga with no retainer. You didn't have to get the handguard retainer. It's made specifically for the Saiga. So the bottom, this is like 2 parts, the bottom and the top. So the bottom just sort of snaps on or clips on to the barrel, and then you put the top on, and there's 4 screws that you sort of tighten. They're Allen screws, 2 here and 2 here. Real simple. Other things I've done is I put this forward vertical grip on here, which is going to come off. And I also changed out the stock. I used to have a Tapco folding stock. I put a conventional fixed stock on there. I just like it better. It just feels sturdier to me. The Tapco folding stock just always had a little bit of play in it, and I just, I mean, it was fine, but little things like that just sort of drive people like me who are OCD crazy. So anyway, what I'm going to do is take this vertical grip off. There are some problems with a vertical grip on a AK, and that is the magazines. You have to sort of move forward, so you have to make sure that this vertical grip is forward enough not to get in the way of being able to take your magazines in and out. So you can't get to have it closer, especially, most people like when they're shooting a long distance shot, they like to have this arm close and in their body so they can hold it steadier for those long range shots. Now for close in combat where you're moving the gun around, you want to be reaching way out here so you have a lot of muzzle control and you don't over shoot sort of what you're trying to aim at, you know what I mean? So it's kind of the opposite. You want to shoot far away, you want to bring your arm in. You want to shoot real close, you want to have your arm out so you could control and move your muzzle around easier. So anyway, I got a couple things I'm going to add here. I have the Magpul AFG2 angled foregrip, so I'm going to go ahead and put this on really quick. And I also have some rubber rail guards to protect the parts of the quad rail that I don't have anything mounted, and also so I don't rough up my hands holding on to it while shooting, because it is kind of sharp. So I'll bring you in and we'll go ahead and put these things on, and then we're going to go to the range. Okay, so we'll go ahead and start with the Magpul angled grip, and well, the first challenge is getting it out of the box. Throw that aside, let's see what we get. Okay, so you got a screw here, you got to take it out, and then you sort of slide it onto the rail, put the screw in once you figure out where you want it. And they also have this little insert, so you could go ahead and take this little finger groove off and just put a flat piece on there if you want, but I'm not. I'm going to leave that on here. So I need to get a screwdriver, and I think I have a flathead right here. Go ahead and take the screw out. And usually the other side there's a nut, so make sure that doesn't fall out. I should be able to slide this onto the rail system here. It is a little bit of a tight fit. Might have to reach around here. Let me move the screw so I don't lose it. And we'll go ahead and Slide this on. Wow, it's a good tight fit. And I sort of want this way back here, and you'll see why in a moment. But let me make sure it's not getting in the way of my magazine. Yeah, that's close, but it's good. Okay, so I can, when taking those distance shots, sort of put my hand way down here, and I can still release it and get it in and out. I think I'm going to just move it a teeny bit forward. So I don't want to waste your time too much, so I'm going to go ahead and just get this position right, and then I'll pop the screw in, and then we'll move on to the next addition. Okay, next we'll get the rubber rail guards on. So here's the angled grip, and I'll show you why I think I'm going to like this. Besides it, again, not getting in the way and having something, you know, to help with a hand position real far back for those long distance shots. Now, whoops, let's go ahead and break these out. None of these things are expensive at all either. Now, the prices vary, so it's really not even worth telling you what the prices are. You can search for these on Google to get the current pricing. Again, the angled guard, I got this in OD green. It's the AVG2 by Magpul. And let's see how these rubber guards go. I'm not going to sit here and put them all on. But again, OD green, I just like OD green furniture. So let's see. We'll go ahead and just sort of pop that on just like that. Wow, they go on pretty easy. That's easier than I thought. Wow. Whoops. Operator error. Okay. Is this a different size? These are different sizes. See that? What am I doing? They're not different. Again, operator error probably. Yeah, that's it. What happened was they got stretched out a little bit like that. Alright. So there we go. That's sort of how it looks when you get them on. Really nice. I really like the way that these look. I wonder if I can get one more squeezed on here just like that. There we go. I really like the way that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and finish putting these on, and I'll be right back. Okay, have all the little rubber guards on there. So OD green matches all the other OD green furniture really good. I love it. Now I have that grip here, so I can do the distance shots. I can get my elbow into my body and have that all close in. Use some isometrics, push it into my body, breath control, and get those long distance shots. And if I need to go forward, I have this all covered, so I can go ahead and reach up here and do that shot, or you know, hold it like that. Now you don't want to put any rubber guards up here because, well, if you're using the iron sights, you don't want to, because it will block. It will get in the middle of the rear and forward post there. Now what I'm thinking is, so I don't have to bring a rest to the range, I'm gonna put this I'm gonna remove this rubber piece here and put the bipod on real quick, and let's see how that looks. Okay, all done. I got the that forward grip there. I had to take one of the rubber pieces and cut them a little bit shorter to sort of get in between, because I don't want these tips to get the legs of the bipod that folds up here. I don't want it to go beyond the muzzle because I don't want to burn the legs. So bang, you could just sit down, and these legs do come out even further. This is just the cheap Walmart specials. There's nothing to write home about this bipod, but there it is. Let me back up. You can see it all in its entirety. I'll go ahead and put optics on. This does have the mount here, so I can sort of put that piece that comes all the way up and you put the optics on. You'll see that here in a moment at the range, but there it is. You know, it's beauty. I'll tell you what, I just love OD green. I gotta find me an OD green hat before I get to the range, so I match this awesome Saiga converted rifle that's now a AK Fred. AK-40 Fred. There we go. That's what it is. Hey, we're at the range. Let's see. Outfit of the day is a Columbia green jacket, a Rothko hat with the American flag. I love the outfit of the day. I thought I'd bring the range version to the interwebs. One of the questions I had gotten, I know, on one of the videos just yesterday, because the Google Plus makes it easier for you to see stuff, which I'm kind of liking it. I know a lot of people hate it right now, but give it a little time like Obamacare and it should be good to go. But anyway, I digress. The question was, what scope did I have on my Saiga? Well, it is a Simmons, I know, and it is a Pro Diamond. It's a Pro Diamond, and it's a 4x32. I think that's a pretty appropriate setup for an AK or AK variant. So I'm going to shoot today the cheapo Tula ammunition. I have some magazines here. I've only loaded 10 of them each, and I also have the original Saiga magazine, which I think has a maximum capacity of 10, and I had to modify it slightly because the bullet guide's in here now. So if you tried to put in the regular Saiga magazine, you just can't get it in there. So what I did was, and let's get a little close here, what I had to do was sort of file this off here, so I get rid of the built-in bullet guide off the magazine, so it more closely resembles a regular AK style magazine, because the bullet guide is now in the gun where it's supposed to be. Alright. Whoops. So anyway, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get things sighted in, relax, enjoy the outdoors here. And once I get everything settled down here, which will be the next scene, we'll go ahead and start shooting. Well, I got some targets set up about a little over 25 yards away, just to do my initial sighting in. So I'll go ahead and just let you enjoy me shooting. He played. I know. I really do like this grip. It feels good. It really does. But right now I'm sighting in, so this is a more appropriate kind of way of sighting it here. I remember breath control, press it in my shoulder here, breath control, trigger control, all that good stuff, back to elementary. I'm going to go ahead and notch it over just one click more to the left. Those 3 shots, that group was a little bit to the right. That was a bullseye. So there we go. Still shooting a little bit high, but overall centered. So while we're here at the range, I want to show you a couple of tips and tricks that I like to do when I'm at the range to make life easy. I have this old workbench, and I get some foam core, and I just sort of clamp it in to the workbench. And I got some 3M spray sticky stuff. This is Super 77 multi-purpose adhesive. And all I do is spray. And you really don't even need that much, but on a windy day you might. And then you can just go ahead and stick new targets up. Just like that. Actually, a friend of mine gave me these targets. The official 50-foot slow fire pistol targets. But you could print these up on a printer. There we go. This setup is really easy, really portable. You know, the workbench folds up, and the whole thing could easily, you know, fit in your trunk or your car or whatever. It's very convenient, and it's it's redoable. You don't have to throw anything out. It's I don't know. A lot of people would sort of build their own, but if you're not, you know, good at building crap, anybody can do this. This pan is not non-stick. Okay, now I'm going to be shooting the regular Saiga magazine. This is one I had to modify and grind off a little bit of the built-in bullet guide, since we had the bullet guide in here. So we'll go ahead and load that up. Charge it, we're ready to go. Okay, I'm home in my garage, and I just figured out what was wrong. First of all, the barrel had a squib round in it. Not really technically a squib, but there was something stuck, you know, a bullet or something stuck right here down at the very end of the chamber, which was keeping the other rounds from feeding. And what I did was I got a brass rod here with an end that looks like that. And it fits real nice down this particular barrel, which is a 30 caliber because it's 7.62 by 39. And I just, not even very hard, I just sort of tap, 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 and after about 10 taps, this is what came out. a whole bullet. Now the end here is because that's what was tapping. You can see how that fits perfect right there as I was tapping it out. And I'm trying to guess what could have happened. I'm guessing that maybe a round, when it got chambered, maybe the bullet wasn't seated in the cartridge and went down in there. I don't know. I'm curious. There's a little bit of powder here. I want to see if it's sort of maybe it's I don't know. It seems like it's burnt, but you can see right there the back. I don't know. I've just never had anything like that happen. And also, you can see right in here there's a lot of looks like powder to me. So I think a bullet just came apart. A cartridge, or technically, I'm sorry, a cartridge just sort of came apart as it got chambered into the gun, and really weird. I tell you, lessons learned. I wish I had this at the range, because I probably could have stayed a little bit longer, and you know, if I had this to tap it out, but I didn't, so that ended my range day a little bit earlier than I wanted to, but that's fine. Alright, I'm just happy it's not the gun. It was a malfunction. This is the cheap Tula ammunition, and I'll tell you, I've shot hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of rounds of Tula 7.62 by 39, and this is the first time I've ever had this happen, so I'm not going to say anything bad about Tula. You know, everybody has a bad, you know, has a potential or has made a bad round at some point in time. So, just pretty interesting there. Again, I'll let you take one more close look before we wrap things up. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really appreciate every friend, viewer, subscriber, and you. And I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.